So today basically what I am planning to discuss, today I will complete the syslog, how we can configure the syslog on the firewall, how we can enable the NetFlow on the firewall, how we will basically deal with the DHCP server. These are the three topics I am planning to discuss, and if time permits, I will also take you through the radius. Okay. So let me directly jump into the what kind of blocks we are having on the firewall. Okay. I'll log in into my firewall, put the credential. And meanwhile, if you see, so generally on the firewall, we are having different kind of blocks, right? We are having like traffic logs, right? It display the all kind of communication, like what is the source IP, what is the destination IP, what is the port number, what is the zone, all the application name, security rules name, what is the flow, rule action, ingress interface, egress interface, number of bytes, all these details you will see into the traffic logs. And also in traffic logs, we can generally see the live logs. Okay. Whatever traffic is flowing, it will Palo Alto generate the live logs and we can see the details here into the into monitor into log tabs. Then we are having threat. It basically display the logs for the threats, which is like for URL filtering, for application name, what is the source, what is the destination address, port numbers, all these details it will give you. So if Palo Alto Fire receive any kind of malicious traffic, right? For that malicious traffic, we will see the logs into the thread. So basically, in thread logs, generally we will see the logging for antivirus, for anti-spyware, for data filtering, for vulnerabilities. These kind of logs we will see into the threads. Then we are having URL filtering. In URL filtering, we will get the logs regarding the domains, regarding the URLs, like which URLs is allowed, which URLs is blocked, all kind of logs generated by the firewall into the URL filtering logs. Then we are having wildfire submission logs. In this particular log field, we will see the how many files has been sent towards the public cloud, all these details, like how many file has been detected, how many basically files are the malicious one, how many email links are detected, all these logs basically we will see into the wildfire submission logs. Okay. And then we are having data filtering logs. In data filtering log, we will see the logs regarding the, if you see, display the log for security policy which attach the data filtering profiles. Okay. So like we will see all the file blocking logs here. If someone is trying to send any kind of credit card or social security number kind of stuff, these kind of logs also we will see into the data filtering log field. Then we are also having one log field which is for hip check. So hip check basically is a like a, we will have two things like profiling, posturing. If you have any idea about posturing, in posturing what happens, basically we will check the compliance of an machine. If this machine is up to the compliance, then only Palo Alto basically allow that particular traffic, otherwise it will block. Okay. In posturing we can just check like antivirus is up to date or not on the machine, if there is any window update or a certain patch is installed on the OS or not. These kind of information we will check at that time. We will also have a one user ID kind of logs. We are having tunnel inspection log where we will see the logs regarding the VPN. Then we are having configuration related logs. where so if we make any kind of changes for configuration, we will see these logs here. Then we have system related logs. So if there is any issue, let's suppose you have done any kind of changes, it display entry for system events. Let's suppose CPU is high, all these kind of logs we will see into this particular system log. Alarms, it will basically, here we will see the alarm related details, like if there is any alarm is generated by the firewall for, let's suppose, for we can say fan stop working, or like temperature is increased, all these things we will see here. Then we are having authentication logs, display information about authentication event that occurs when end users try to access the network resource for which access is controlled by the authentication policy rules. Okay, so here we will get the authentication related log. So these are the different kind of kind of logs which we are having into Palo Alto. Okay, this the same story. And if I'll do one thing, if I'll go to into my firewall, and you will see all these log details into the monitoring tab. So these are the traffic logs. Here we will have a thread logs. Click over there. Here you will see the thread logs. Then we are having URL filtering category logs in this tab. This is for wildfire submission. Okay. And then we will have a data filtering logs here. HIP match, then user ID, tunnel inspection, configuration related logs we will see here. If any config change happens, then there is a system, all the system related log. Let's suppose Palo Alto Firewall trying to communicate with the Active Directory server. This particular log you will see into this place. If any interface goes down, this Palo Alto generate the log at that point. So you will see the logs here. Okay, also this kind of log you will need to get into the system. Then you are having alarms. So if any kind of alarm generated for high CPU utilization or temperature, these logs we will see here. Then we are having authentication related details. Then we are having unified. Okay. So these are the different log fields. Okay. So the thing is, in Palo Alto Firewall, how we can manage these logs? We cannot store all the logs into this Palo Alto, because Palo Alto have a limited storage, right? So we cannot able to save all the logs into the locally into the Palo Alto Firewall. So in that case, what we have, either from Palo Alto we can save the logs into Panorama. So Palo Alto basically forward all the logs to Panorama. Then from Panorama we can forward these logs to the any kind of logging server, or directly we can forward the logs to the logging server. Let's suppose, let's take example of Syslog. We can send the logs to Syslog server, or a Splunk, or any kind of other basically logging tool. We are having a Splunk. Let's say we are having a Stealth Watch as well. Okay, so to forward these logs, we need some kind of communication media, right, to send these logs. So the best method is the Syslog, or second one is NetFlow. We generally use Syslog server or NetFlow to basically forward these logs into these particular servers. Okay, so let me just go into the Syslog first, and after that we will see the NetFlow. Okay, so Syslog stand for system logging. This basically Syslog used for the like sending the for receiving or just managing the logs. Okay, The Palo Alto Firewall basically uses Syslog to send the system messages. Syslog is used on a variety of devices to give system information to the system admin. Most devices and firewall use the Syslog protocol to manage system logs and alerts. Okay. So you can just go through with this particular theory document. I'm not going into all the points. Okay. So the thing is, when we talk about the syslog, so syslog have a categorize. They will always categorize the logs from 0 to 7. So it's have around 8 categories. Where we are having level 0, which is a emergency log. So these basically emergency log includes the system unusual message. Let's suppose missing fan today. Fan is not working. Temperature is very high. Memory is not working. All these kind of logs generated into are the emergency categories log. Then we are having alert. So these alert, basically alert kind of logs are the like temperature limit exceeded. Let's suppose we have set it the limit of 60%, but temperature to 70%. These kind of logs basically comes under this category. Then we are having critical, then we are having error, then warning, then notice, informational and debug. Then when we enable the debug, which means these are the more elaborate logs. We will get entire details. Whatever log Palo to send in debug category, we will get all the details. And when we configure Palo Alto Firewall for forwarding the log, it will basically take the CPU. It consumes CPU and RAM. Means it require the Palo Alto resource. And these log forwarding happens via control plane. Just remember, this is the job of control plane. So these are the 8 categories because we are I'm not a like log expert, or we can say syslog expert, so I'm not much aware of these categories, but I know they have divided into these categories. So the person who is basically managing all these logs and all, he is aware of all these details, so he can able to understand the logs type, he can read the information from there. So let's suppose interface on your firewall goes down. This basically classified as a level 3 and error messages interface up or down. Let's suppose your file written to the server. If one of the file is written on the server, this comes under warning message. Okay, so these are the some kind of blocks and other details. So the thing is, syslog server logging. Firewall can use syslog to forward log message to the external syslog server for storage. Okay, so this is the way we are in Palo Alto Firewall. All the log entries we can see into the logging service. Either we can send these logs entries to the email server. Means if we have configure the email address on the Palo Alto Firewall, then Palo Alto basically send this login information by email to you. This is not a perfect way, but that option is there. If we are having any kind of SNMP environment, then Palo Alto also can send the logs to the SNMP server. We will also have one more method to collect these logs, HTML API. We will have some other log server, which is a syslog server or seams. Either we can have a panorama. So the popular one is panorama, syslog, MIVs, and any kind of logging server. These are the fourth which are the popular. Email we don't use much. This HTTP server API will not used much. But most of the organization use SNMP and syslog for the collecting the logs. Okay. So like this type of logging is not enabled by default and require the Palo Alto Firewall configuration. So if we want to configure syslog, we need to do the configuration on the firewall. Forward system config. So these are the details like config, traffic, thread, heap match, all these kind of logs we can forward. We have that option. So these are the steps. But first we will create the syslog profile. Then we will add this syslog profile to the log forwarding and assign log forwarding profile to each zones and assign log forwarding profile to each security rules and system syslog forwarding for system and configuration logs. Commit the changes. Okay, so we will see that thing practically. So what?